What is the sky?
Of course, if you want to focus on a particular aspect,
Why does the sky appear blue during the day?
affects us or inspires us. I can definitely steer them that way. Would you like me to reframe some of the existing ones, or would you like a new set built from scratch in that reflective tone?
Why does the sky change color at sunrise and sunset?
Absolutely. I'll give them a more introspective philosophical angle. Here we go.
What's the
Look at the sky. What do we hope to find beyond the horizon? In what ways does the sky mirror our dreams and aspirations? Why does a stormy sky sometimes feel like a reflection of inner turmoil? What does a clear sky at dawn teach us about new beginnings? How does the sky connect us to distant places we've never visited?
what does cloud? What causes
We
cloud?
find ourselves floating in a vast sky. Why does a night sky feel like a portal to infinite possibilities? How does the sky, with its ever-changing patterns, remind us of impermanence? What does a rainbow after a storm say about hope? How does the sky invite us to reflect on the vastness of time? How does the
What causes clouds to form in the sky?
That's a beautiful question. Clouds really do have a way of shaping the mood and meaning of the sky. I think they perform in so many subtle ways, like actors shifting the stage of the heavens, sometimes quiet.
Why do clouds have different shapes?
Humidity all influence their formation. So a gentle breeze might create wispy cirrus clouds, while a more turbulent atmosphere can sculpt towering cumulus ones. It's like the sky is improvising its own art every day.
How high, how high does the sky extend? In the sky, the same everywhere on Earth.
Absolutely. And it's fascinating how those shapes can stir different feelings in us. Sometimes peaceful, sometimes awe-inspiring. The sky really is like a mirror.
What is the difference between the sky and outer space?
Of course. So the difference between clouds really comes down to their altitude, density, and how they're formed. For example, cirrus clouds are high up and thin, while cumulus clouds are lower, fluffier, and often bring fair weather. Each type has its own story in the sky.
Why does sky look darker at high altitude? What does the sky look darker at higher
If you have
altitude?
any more topics like this,
How does the sky look darker at altitude? the different layers of the atmosphere?
Ah, great point. The atmosphere is made up of different layers, each with its own role. There's the troposphere, where we live and weather happens, the stratosphere above that, where planes often fly, the mesosphere, where meteors burn up, and then the thermosphere and exosphere are beyond that, where space really begins.
Why do birds fly in the sky?
For it. Lightweight, with strong wings and aerodynamic shapes. And of course, they take advantage of air currents and thermals, so the sky is kind of their natural playground.
How do airplanes stay in the sky?
Ah, exactly.
What causes rain to fall from the sky?
So rain falls when clouds gather enough water vapor, and the droplets in the cloud become heavy enough to overcome air resistance. Basically, the sky collects tiny water droplets, and when they merge, they fall to the ground as rain, nourishing everything below.
How are thunderstorms formed? How are thunderstorms formed? How are thunderstorms formed? What, what causes lightning in the sky?
Of course. I'm here whenever you're ready. If another topic pops into your mind, or if you just want to reflect on something else,
What causes lightning in the sky?
anytime.
How are thunderstorms formed? ओ मेरा किधर चेंज कर रहा है
Of course. If something else pops up or you want to explore a different topic, just say the
क्या कर
word.
रहा हूँ
I'm always here to help or just chat whenever you need.
what are how are thunderstorms formed?
Sparks your interest next.
Why do we hear thunder after seeing lightning?
That's a classic one. So, lightning is basically the electrical discharge, and it happens almost instantly. But sound travels more slowly. So, the thunder we hear is just the shock wave from the lightning.
How what creates a rainbow in the sky? What creates a rainbow in the sky?
Exactly. You can actually estimate how far away the storm is. Roughly every 5 seconds between the lightning and thunder equals about a mile. So, it's a neat way to measure how close or far a storm really is.
Why do stars only appear at night? पता नहीं मुझे क्या पता सबर कॉल अनिका है What creates a rainbow in the sky? अभी नहीं भेजा अभी कॉल अनिका ये तो करने थे How are
Exactly.
thunderstorms formed?
So if you ever see lightning and then count the seconds until you hear the thunder, you can figure out roughly how far away the storm is. It's like nature's own measuring tape.
What creates a rainbow in the sky? One, two, Why do stars only appear at night?
Yeah, that's a good point. It really does give you a sense of how connected everything is. Lightning.
Why does the moon look different each night?
It's one of those simple things, but once you notice it, it really gives you a different perspective on a storm. If you ever see it or hear it, a little measurement trick. Of course, if anything else comes to mind later on, whether it's about weather, the sky, or something totally different, just let me know.
Why does the why does the sun appear to
West. So the daily cycle we see is really just our planet turning.
what causes day and night? What causes day and night? Why do we sometimes see red sky in the evening?
Of course. If anything else about the sky or any other wonder of the world sparks your curiosity, just say the word. I'm here to explore with you.
What causes day and night?
All right. I'll leave it here then. If you ever want to continue or just chat again later, I'll be ready. Take care.
Why do we sometimes see a red sky in the evening?
Further, so the shorter blue wavelengths scatter away, leaving those deep reds and oranges. It's a beautiful natural effect.
What are shooting stars?
Of course. No problem at all. If you have anything else you want to ask,
What are shooting stars? Can we see planets in the night sky?
good question. So we can see some planets in the night sky because they reflect sunlight, just like the moon does. Planets like Venus, Mars, Jupiter, and Saturn often appear bright because they're close enough and big enough to stand out against the dark sky.
Why does the sky look black in space? Why does the sky look black in
You're
space?
welcome. Of course. If you have any other curiosities, whether about the sky, planets, or something else entirely, just let me know. I'm always ready.
What is the role of the atmosphere in protection?
Radiation regulates temperature and even traps heat so Earth stays warm enough for life. Without it, we'd be totally exposed.
How do satellites travel across the sky?
You're so welcome. I'm really glad we can talk about
What? How do satellites travel across the sky?
the sky, whether it's in planes or even just by looking up. We move through layers of air, and the sky is this vast, ever changing space we sit beneath.
What are anodes and where can they we see? Why do hot air balloons float in the sky? Why do hot air balloons float float in the है ही नहीं उसमें कुछ लिखा ही नहीं है नीचे मेरा गसूर भाया मेरा Why do hot air balloons float in the sky? ग्यारह